Hey guys, Kev here, and I have some really cool stuff to show you from Kai USA, aka Kershaw and ZT. We're talking zero tolerance, one of the most iconic knife brands in my opinion, because they were the shizzle my frizzle when I got into knives. I wanted an 0450 CF so bad when I first got into knives. Drooled over that sucker. And eventually got one, and I loved it. I liked it a lot. It had a thick-ass edge. But it was a great knife. Really fun knife. And then I drooled over another one. I can't ever remember the name of it, but it was the Sinkovich design. Really loved that one. So anyway, they sent me some knives. So let's check them out. We got two Kershaws. Let's open those first. And I'll let you guys simmer a little bit here for the ZTs. All right. So we have a launch. Whoa. A launch Iridium and a Kindred. I don't even know what a Kindred is. So we're going to find out what that is. Let's get into the box. So this is their Iridium that is an auto, which is pretty interesting. So the Iridium has been a very popular model for Kershaw. And so it is only natural that they would make it into an automatic. Now look at that stonewash, dude. That is a heavy stonewash. And ZT, along with and Kershaw, along with Benchmade, they have this interesting steel where it has like, I swear it almost looks like it has a matrix pattern in it. You see that? You see those like grid lines, kind of? It's easier to see on a satin. I'm sure one of these will be a satin and we'll be able to see it, but I always find that interesting. I want to know why that is the case for certain American companies like that. But it's just interesting to me. And I like it. I like the way it looks. This one is, I believe, made in the USA. Yes, it is. And so you have a full-size Iridium, which is very comfortable. And you could choke up on it, of course. And see, I mentioned that ZT, that 0450 CF, which was also a Sinkovich, by the way. I should have mentioned that. I think it was the 640 maybe was the one that I really liked. It was a flipper, a little bit bigger. Came in like a bead blast with a marble carbon fiber inlay. It was sick. The Atmos was like a small budget version of it. But they've come a long way since then, I think, because this is a really nice thin edge. Look at that. You have Magna Cut, which is going to be at a nice HRC because everybody got the memo the last couple of years. Yeah, that is really going to be nice and thin, dude. So Magna Cut on an Iridium, USA made, auto. That's pretty sick. I'm digging it. It fires. No issue there. Reversible clip is cool. You have Chicago screws. So look at that. No screw heads on this side. Screw heads are on this side. They do look to be T6s. I shall confirm. I wouldn't mind if those were T8s, of course. They could even be. No, they're Torx. And then you have T6s for the clip as well. Tooling seems pretty good. And on the pivot, you're looking at what seems to be a T8. Yep. Nice and deep tooling on that as well. So there you go. Really nice auto Iridium. I believe these are now available, which is really cool. That's nice. So let me confirm something, because now that I remember, I feel like there was something. So oh, okay. I thought I wasn't allowed to show it. So there is another one, I believe, that was sent to me. It's a reverse Tanto in titanium Iridium in S35EN. But this says Kindred, so maybe this is something else. I don't know. Sorry, I'm a little confused. I think there's another package coming. I got this package today, and then I got another one last week. So that's where these come from, but there must be a, yeah. Whoa, this is cool. There must be a third package coming. So disregard what I said. This is cool. What? You guys seeing this? That's a button, right? What the hell is that? Is it the back of the button? So if you're right-handed, you would put your fingers here, right? The button, the plunge lock? Watch this. The plunge lock goes through the handle? What the heck? Or is it a dual plunge lock? Oh, that would have been sick. That's very interesting. This is the Kindred. It's in D2. In-house design. Made in China on this one. Pretty sure that's what that says. It's China. Yep, China. But look at this thing, dude. See-through pivot? No. See-through on this side, but not on this side. And then you have this thing. But it doesn't actually get pushed out. Like, look at it. This doesn't move. It's just holding in the plunge and everything. It's very interesting construction. I like it. Dude, this is comfortable in hand. I really hope that they do this knife in some different materials, because I'm not a D2 fan. So I'd love to see this in some more premium materials, because it's really nice. Just something about it. The handle is super ergonomic, super comfortable. I mean, it just feels really good in my hand. I can choke up. You have a drop point blade there. Maybe spear point, whatever you want to call it. I just like the way they did that. Again, decently tall blade. Stock is relatively thin, so it's going to be a good slicer. Sharp edge on that D2. Reversible? Yes. Reversible clip. Looks like there's a filler tab or something. Here, let me close it so I can show you. Interesting. So you unscrew that, and then you take the clip out, and you probably want to, no, you'd have to pop this thing out. Could be a little bit of a pain to reverse. I don't know if we should, maybe we'll mess with it at the end of the video. I don't want to spend the whole video messing with that in case it gets tricky, but I don't know. Is this aluminum? I feel like it is. Feels like metal, not plastic. So I think it's aluminum and D2. Really interesting. I'd love to see them use, dead nut centered. Love to see them use some kind of compression style button lock instead of the plunge. But it's a good, I mean, it works. I obviously haven't spine whacked it or anything. Held up to those minor whacks right there. So she said. So really cool. So these are the Kershaw's Auto Iridium. And then the Kindred. I hope this one becomes the next Iridium. And it gets the full treatment of getting, you know, every knife style or whatever. So here we go with the ZTs. Now, one of these is, can't tell what they are, so we're just going to have to wing it. One of them is a auto. I know that. And then I think the other one is a button lock. So this is the auto. Okay, I was hoping we'd save that button lock for last because it looks so good. So I've seen this knife before, haven't I? Whoa, this looks cool, dude. Yo, ZT. Look at that. Little brass on the button. Kidding me? Brass back here. It's a nice touch. Ooh, I am not a fan of these two-sided scale thing, like where one side's different than the other, kind of like Two-Face. But this, I don't know, it kind of looks cool. It's brown Cerakote or something. Or PVD. Oh, it's Crewwear blade. Holy shit. Want to see it? Probably. Yeah, I mean, I want to see it. Reversible clip. Oh, that thing fucking whipped out of there, boy. Looks like a, what does it look like? A Terzula, a Carry. You know, one of those guys. In-house design. That's what the Millennial Falcon stands for. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It could be a speed dial. Could be a Millennial Falcon. Could be anything, I guess. Serial number 0045 on this one. This is the 0512 in Crewwear. USA made. Look at that. I mean, it's pretty beefy. You got micarta. I mean, that is a coating right there, my friends. Pretty sure it's a Cerakote, but not positive. And this thing fired out of there. They did not put a weak spring on this. A lot of times, when you get a knife with a little bit of a beefier blade, they'll put a standard spring on it, and it'll kind of like flop out. Oops. Like if you've ever seen the Arcform Slimfoot Auto from ProTech, that one tends to kind of just go, you know. No siree Bob here. This thing, whew, fired the flip out. No rock, no play. Beautiful button, man. I love that button. And I got to tell you guys, this is going to sound weird coming from me, but I think micarta is making a comeback. So ZT might have hit it at the right time. I think even us over at Divo Knives, I think we're going to try to bring micarta back a little bit because it can be done well. And yeah, we'll see though. See what happens. Yeah, feels really good. But yeah, it looks like it has some inspiration from Bob Terzula or Peter Carey or whoever I'm thinking of. You know what I'm talking about, those old school guys. No, no, that's not who. Shit. What's his name? I can't think of it right now. He's got a bunch of models. He makes a button lock. Oh, it's going to bug me. I'm sorry, but you guys know. In the comments, leave a comment. This design has the look of... it's like on the tip of my tongue, and I just can't get it out. Les Paul. Is that who I'm thinking of? Les Paul? I think that's who I'm thinking of. Anyway, let me know in the comments. Very cool. Les George. Les Paul. Who the hell is Les Paul? Les George. That's who I'm thinking of. It's like this jimping, this blade shape. His kind of dropped down a little bit more, I feel like, and then go into the drop point. But, and I mean, this is its own thing. I'm just saying it gave me that feel. Very cool. I mean, this thing will fly out of your hand if you're not careful. I love that they do these hex-shaped pivots. It's just so cool that they do that, especially on the beefier ones. All right, guys, this is the one, man. This is the one I'm excited to check out. It's a button lock, and it's a button lock, and it's beautiful looking, at least if it's the one I'm thinking of. Yes, this is it. Oh, my God. It looked so sexy when I saw it. See if you guys agree with me. Oh, yes, dude. Look at that. Now that is some ZT action right there. I mean, this is some ZT right here, guys. This is kind of like when I got into knives. Again, when I got into knives, ZT was just starting to do these sleek designs, right? And they would occasionally pop in one of these suckers too, right? One of these big boys. I mean, it's not that much bigger, but you get what I'm saying. It's a little thicker. It's a girthy boy. It's not that thick. I'm just trying to make a point. Built like a tank, right? Whatever. And they would also make some really nice, sleek stuff like this. And then they kind of went all in on the sleek stuff. And I feel like people kind of stepped away from them, but they're trying to make a comeback, and I'm digging it, guys. So this is the 0044, USA made as well, because it's a ZT. And we have a flipper tab, which, if you guys, if you guys don't know, ZT is one of the best at flippers. Now this is a button lock, and it is a plunge lock, so I'll feel it out a little bit, see how I feel about the detent situation. But look at that belt satin, guys. That is what I'm talking about. This is what I was mentioning earlier. It just has this sort of matrix thing going on, like below the grind. I don't know. It's like it's treated somehow before they finish it, or I don't know what. I don't know how to explain it, but Benchmade's are the same way. It's interesting. Let's take a quick zoomed in look. Look at that beautiful pivot, whatever the hell that is. It looks awesome. And then that button is gorgeous. See, that's a theme here. I like it. Another in-house design. This one's an S45. How about that? Serial number 0116. Kai USA. Very cool. Same clip, and it is reversible. Let me zoom out. Now let's just check. Is this clip titanium? Nope, it is steel, and it is a loop over style clip. So, but that, I think ZT's always done that. Let's see how she drops. Whoa, she dropped like it's hot. Now let's see how we're doing with this button lock, because that's the tricky part, guys. All right, we don't have a bunch of movement. Now, I mean, I can pull it out like I just did, but it's not, it's in there snug, right? So yeah, you get a little bit of that detent bounce that you get with a button lock, but let's see how the detent feels. Oh yeah, feels like it has a crisp. Oh wait, what is it like? That felt great. I swear that last one didn't. Sometimes button locks do that, where they're like hit and miss. Like it's perfect one moment, and the next moment the detent's softer. Yeah, it feels great. I'm very pleased with that. That's interesting that you have like a screw here in front of the pocket clip. Man, yeah, like it's really strong. Let me just, dude, you see how it's just like, it's almost like robotic. It's interesting. I love what they did with this stop pin. Like that flipper tab really curls up around it. It's super cool. Look at that. Just really like how it does it. Look at all that shit going on. Stop pin engagement in the middle there, I guess. Let's see. Dude, it like, it's interesting. It like doesn't want to close right away, but then it gets to like right here, and then all of a sudden it turns into a guillotine. Like it'll, but that time it just, now it's just dropping. Is it like the angle? Or is it just breaking in? Jesus. Yeah, I think it's just breaking in. It did it that time. So cool. There. See how it like doesn't want to fall, and then whoop. I don't know what that is. no tension on the button there. And it's real smooth. Bearings, obviously. If I know ZT right, it's probably on, what do they call them? I forget now, but they have a name for their bearings, which is cool. They're like Teflon caged. You can see it is heavily milled out in there. Let me get my flashlight out. Man, this is a beautiful knife, guys. Look at that. All milled out. It's stupid lightweight. That was how, when I was trying to pick which one to open first, I tried to feel for the lightest one. And this one felt like air light. Yeah, you guys know I'm not a button lock fan. So, do I wish that it was a compression lock with a button or a liner lock with a button? Yes, I do. And if ZT watches this, you guys, if you did that type of lock, it would be game over. Because, man, ZT was one of the other reasons that they were, or are, one of the iconic brands for me is, like I said, the flippers, man. They just nailed a detent on a frame lock. They never got that wrong. They always were so crisp and snappy. I think ZT, we can blame ZT for me being such a detent snob, because I would feel something like this with a just snappy ass flipper tab, you know, and then I'd get something else in that had like a soft floppy detent, and I'd be like, what the hell, you know? So it's their fault. Man, this is very addicting to play with. Very comfortable in hand. You can choke up, but, you know, you're going to be up on the edge, so be careful. And I haven't even mentioned the blade. It's a beautiful drop point. Nice swedging. CPM S45 EN. You have nice chamfers on the edges here. Really nice piece. So let's see about flipping the clip on that Kindred. Man, this is beautiful. Definitely my favorite ZT in a long time. Shout out to ZT. That pivot is just beautiful, isn't it? And then on this side you have just a T8, which is cool. I don't know if you can hear it, but it tings. Or it rings. Gives a little ring. That's really cool. Excellent work, ZT. I'm impressed. Extremely impressed. You have zero tolerance down here. I mean, the only thing you could say is maybe they're a little late to the game here with the buttons. These all have buttons, right? Look at that. They're a little late to the game, but they definitely didn't rush it and make shitty ones, which is good. That's what a lot of people did. They took their time and they made good ones. This thing feels so lightweight that I almost question if it's like just chunks of plastic and not aluminum. Pretty sure it's aluminum, but man, it feels stupid lightweight. It's crazy. And it's not milled out either inside. That's the wild part. All right, let's see if we can flip this clip over. So T6, right? Yeah. So I think you have... Oh, wait. We're going to have this Loctite issue. No? Okay. I did get a soldering iron. I found out that Milwaukee sells one, so I bought one. Figure it's good to have. So it looks like there's a little filler tab here, right? So next time I have trouble with Loctite, I can use the soldering iron, hopefully. Now this should just come up, right? Yeah. So that popped up. Oh. Then the tab came out. Was that just coincidence, I guess? See, this is where I worry because I didn't want that to happen. Now I might have to, you know, do I have to take the whole thing apart is what I'm worried about. So anyway, let's see if we can slot this in. This should be able to just slide in there like that, right? And then this should slide in like that. And now you would, you know, want to feed this in. So what I need to do, it's going to be really hard for you guys to see because I have to do it on this angle. Otherwise, that's stand up. Yeah, it's just going to come out of there. And then that comes out of there. So this is a little more difficult than I expected. No, not. That's why I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it right away because I knew this was going to be a little bit of a situation. So let me just get this in. Okay, got it. So now I just need to get that screw to sit over that stand on. It shouldn't be too hard. Well, if the screw would come out a little bit, you know. Come on. There we go. I need something non-magnetic because it's very annoying. No. No. Close, but no, not yet. It's very hard because everything's steel, so it's getting pulled. Okay, not quite. I need that to drop back in. There we go. Okay, let's set that down. My eyes are like burning because I have contacts in. Focusing on tiny shit is difficult. All right, so I'm gonna pull this forward. What I need to do is get this guy back in place. So let's get this out of here. Let's get this sucker back in. So where it needs to go. I don't know if that little V should be facing up or down. Oh, no, wait. I know. Yeah, down. Okay. So this goes in. Should be a simple, yeah, it just drops in. And then this goes in. And now this is the tricky one. That's all. It just needs to sit over that hole. And then I need to find it with this. But that's the hard part because I only have 2 hands. If only I had 7 hands. Now, obviously, if you took the knife apart, this would be much easier, but then you have to take the knife apart, you know? Man, it's in there, too. Like, I've got it. It's on there. Just need to get it to kind of settle. Oh. I think it's actually threaded on. It's just because the, nope, never mind. Scheisse. This is hard, man. This is one way to end a video. Difficulties. Let me get the blade out of there and see if that helps. I'm trying to think, am I doing it wrong? Like, is there a better way to do this? Could I put the clip in and then? Would that maybe give it? Let's try that. All right, so the clip is in. Don't necessarily think that helped at all. Now it's stuck. I was just thinking maybe the clip would be a better side to work with. You know? Than that tab. But it doesn't seem like that's the case. Don't seem like it. All right, let's put this back. We're going to get it. Don't you worry. Sometimes it just takes patience, folks. And I'm trying to keep it on camera, but it's very difficult to do. Oops. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this, Kev. So here's my plan. I have a new plan. I'm going to thread this in from this side. You'll see my master plan in a second. It's going to work too. That's what I think anyway. So, because I can thread it from this side a lot easier, I think. And I don't... Stop doing that. I just need to hold it while I get the other side in. That's the key. Then I can take that back out and put the clip in. But first I need to get this secured. I think I got it. I got it. I think. All right. So I got the barrel affixed to that screw and then the tab. So it should be good to pull this one out. Slide the clip in. And then pop the clip through. Yeah, it's a little tricky unless you take the knife apart. If you just take the knife apart, it's easy. Right? But if you don't want to take the knife apart, because that's a whole process, then you got to do it that way and just figure it out. But it wasn't that hard. So hopefully that made sense. I'll explain it one time, then I'll let you guys go. Sorry. Basically, what I did was I took the clip off, right? Got everything out of there. Then I slotted this little filler tab in, and you got to hold it from this side, right? So that it doesn't, if you tilt or turn it upside down, it's going to fall out. So you got to hold it down like this. Then you want to slide that standoff in, right? And then use the clip screw, but don't have the clip in there, because trying to slot the clip in, it's just going to push everything around. So just slot that standoff in, try to line it up with the hole. Drop the clip screw through the top to kind of hold that standoff in place. And then you can go underneath and tighten this screw into that standoff. Once you do that, you can unscrew that clip screw side, and this side should all stay together. The screw, the filler tab, and the standoff. And then that'll give you the space to slot in your clip and then pop that clip screw back in and tighten it all down. I know it's a lot of stuff, but it works. Or you could just take the knife apart and do it that way. And there might be an easier way that I can't think of. So there's that. But very cool. I like the Kindred a lot. And I love the 044. I love how, oh, I guess the Kershaws have names and the ZTs just have numbers. Man, dude. Yeah, that flipper tab is money. It's a great flipper design. And they did give you enough of a detent on a button lock. I mean, it's snappy. And it's breaking in now to where it's consistent. Let me see if there's any play. No rock. A little bit of side to side, but that's probably just from me flicking it a shit ton of times just now. Dead centered. Yeah, it was just loosening because I'd been playing with it. So, might need to Loctite it wherever you want. But, man, slick knife. KVT ball bearings, that's what they call it. So, ZT0044, ZT512 in crew wear. That's a beast user knife. Kershaw Kindred, very cool. Budget button lock in D2. Really cool button lock, by the way. Man, the scales are light as shit. It's a crazy. And then the Iridium Auto. How about that shit right there? So 3 of these are USA made. Really cool. And they all have buttons. So let me know which one's your favorite. Is it the 044 like it is for me? Absolutely gorgeous piece. Shout out to ZT. I'll put links to their website. I think these are all available at this point. If not, I will put dates down below. And I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And I will catch you later.